sides. So, new financial year, it's April the 2nd now, and I'd like to think that this is now an advancement, a step forward in the way that I have an outcome with the knives. With the mosaic pins that this chap's ordered, I've taken the finish of the handle up to quite a few grits normal than I normally would do, because I like leaving the micarta with traction, but I've gone quite a fair way with that, and my knife is like the DaneLore, the DaneLore and the Boudica. Unless you order a short size DaneLore, they're a bit bigger than what a Woodlore would be, so there's just more to it. You know, the handle's bigger, blade's bigger, deeper. There's my tip. My pommel. Red liners, fibre liners, and my mosaic pins. With the guy who does these, I think his name's Alexi, I realised that it's pointless having a WB, because on the far side it'll be a mirror image, so we've omitted that from the design, and I think it looks plenty busy enough, because you only got 8mm to play with, and with so many Spartan helmets out there, knife makers always go in and everybody seems to be Sparta this or Sparta that. Hopefully by now my image is well known that when I do a mosaic pin, it's not like a generic mosaic pin that's a Spartan helmet. So I got a bit of an issue with identity at the moment, because there's so many things out there with Greek helmets on. I've got to find a way in order to stand out a bit from the crowd. So anyway, moving on. 4mm 52-100, 59 HRC with a partial bainite heat treat, so it's pretty tough. This section of the spine I round off on a combi wheel, just so it's not murder square on your thumb. You know, with that, there's not that nasty square edge there. If you've got to use the ferro rod, it's square at that end. It's not the end of the world to use that for a ferro rod, but any square edge generally works on ferro rods. Love it. Pretty lean angle on mine, because he's not a true Scandi, so there is a convex micro bevel on it. You should be just about catching the light, which allows me just to go a little bit leaner than a true Scandi, which is sort of maybe 13 degrees to so I can go a bit leaner on these. Not a bad clunk. Yes, the regime of using the laser temperature thing on my hibachi grill to get the two pieces of Kydex even, flipped over even, it's like toasting burgers, nice and even. At the same time, my right hand's going with the heat gun, warming up the hot Kydex press, whilst I'm lasering with whatever hand, getting the temperatures up. So that's preheat both, same top pot, and do it. Yeah, good fun. A lot of diligence in getting the Kydex as good as I can do it. But I'd like to get a far better press at some point, so that'll be investment for the future. But I get a reasonable amount of definition and detail. With the Kydex, I always do the genuine, the eyelets, because you can use all sorts of eyelets, but I'd rather have the genuine American ones, because when you form them over and you got the pressure right and they got the right size Kydex, you can hardly tell one side from another. But mine all go through from the main side, right-handed, so it went through this side. These are the form side. That's the original side. So now even the mind link with the lever of the arbor press to get the same finish each time. Yeah, I'm very happy with this. Tech lock mount, and then we got a ferro rod, which I've taken up to a fair amount of finish, not too crazy, because it's in the day it's just a ferro rod, just a ferro. And so glad I found the offcut. Obviously I know that the bit at the front is going to be slightly narrower than the swell, so the offcut I was aiming for to get off of this one here dropped down inside the bandsaw, but it unknown I dropped out of the bandsaw, pinged off and went under a shelf unit behind the grinder. Found it now. So that allowed me then to just inlay that to keep the system and match it up to the hive handle, which is quite nice. The obviously those pins go straight through. He's in about, I suppose, 3mm, so he's an inlay. Right, where's he to? That way. Cool. So he goes tight like that. Like it. Yeah, proud of that one. Yeah, fair few hours, and so my production rate is not very fast. So it's worth it when they're done. So I'll ping Mr. M an email in the next few minutes, hours or whatever, and that'll be on its way this week. There's a West key involved as well, which I've remembered about. But anyway, next level Wessex blades. Tidy, 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 neat, well finished. Let's try me again. Wessex blades out.